fourth module is performance management system. In this performance management system, the topics which we are going to discuss is designing how to design a performance management system, goal cascading, mapping of KRA and KPI. KRA means key responsibility area. KPI means key performance indicator. And how you will be linking the reward system to achieve the KRA, to achievement of KRAs. KRAs means key responsibility areas. Performance counseling technique, reward and recognition system, performance report and dashboard, timeliness, quarterly and mid-year review. KPI means key performance indicator. Key performance indicator. KRA means key responsibility area. Key responsibility area means, say for example, you are working in a HR department, means what is your HR department? Payroll. In payroll area means what is your key responsibility area? Your key responsibility area is to collect the attendance from the employees, and you have to collect the leaves. You have to collect the leave record of the employees. You have to process the payroll of the employees. You have to credit the salaries to the bank account of the employees. You have to remit the payment on time. You have to remit the statutory payment on time. So these are all the key responsibility area. As a payroll executive, these are all the key responsibility area of the payroll executive, because key responsibility of payroll means, obviously payroll is collecting attendance, collecting leave details, processing the payroll, remitting the statutory payment. So these are all the key responsibility area. If you are not doing the job, if you are not doing the work in key responsibility area, means ultimately your performance will be zero, because you are not working on key responsibility area. You are not working on the main area. You are not focusing on the main area of your job. Then what is the key performance indicator? Based on the key responsibility area, your key performance indicator will be done, because what your key responsibility area, the work of the employees on key responsibility area will be analyzed, and the key responsibility indicator will be given. Based on this key performance indicator, your reward or award or any other incentive system will be designed. So your performance will be analyzed based on the key responsibility area, and key performance indicator will be given. That is the performance evaluation. Performance evaluation of your performance evaluation of your key responsibility area is the key performance indicator. So whatever the ratings the employer is given on your performance, that is the key performance indicator. Okay. So at the end of this module, you will know what is the how to design the PMS. PMS means performance management system. How to design the performance management system. How you can explain the goal cascading process. Goal cascading process means how the goal is assigned to the employee. Is there is any development? So you will be explaining, you will be as a employer or as a supervisor in the organization or as a supervisor in the particular department, you will be explaining to your subordinates. Mapping the process of key responsibility, key performance indicator and key responsibility area. So mapping the process, you have as a head of the department, as a human resource head, you are responsible for the process of mapping the key responsibility area for each and every employee, and a key performance indicator. Role of performance counseling in employee development, displaying performance report through dashboard. Displaying performance report through dashboard, it means it is a software. It is a software where you can record the performance of the employee, and you can view the performance of the employees in a statistical point of view. Say, for example, an employee is working for 5 years in an organization, means for 5 years, you can record the employee's performance. Whether it can be mid-year performance evaluation, or it can be an annual year performance evaluation, it can be a quarterly performance evaluation. You can record all the performance evaluation in the dashboard, in the software of the performance report. And you can view the performance of the employees in a statistical method, whether the employee is continuously improving in their performance, or if the employee is continuously decreasing in their performance evaluation, whether the employee's performance is going up or down. So you can view the employee's performance in a statistical point of view. And what are the benefits of quarterly, mid-year, quarterly and mid-year reviews of the employees? Quarterly and mid-year reviews means once in 3 months you will be evaluating the performance of the employee. That is the quarterly review. Mid-year means once in 6 months you will be evaluating the performance of the employee. Instead of evaluating once in a year, you will be evaluating the employee's performance quarterly and mid-year, so that you can analyze the performance of the employees more efficiently, or more effectively you can analyze the performance of the employee, and you can give the development for the you can give the information for the development of the performance, development of the employees performance. So that is the at the end of the model, these are all the topics you will be learning in module number 4. Just designing a PMS. PMS means performance management system. Performance management is a continuous process of identifying, measuring, and developing performance in organization by linking each individual performance and objective to the organization overall mission and goals. So performance, you know what is performance management. Performance management, it is a process where your supervisor or your immediate boss, they will measure your contribution towards the organizational goal. What is your contribution of work towards the for achieving the organizational goal? That is the performance management. So they will continuously evaluate your performance, and that evaluation is the performance management system. So performance management system is a continuous process which the supervisor or immediate manager, they will identify and measure your performance for achieving the organizational goals. So performance management is a process that brings together many people management practice, including learning and development. It is a process which contributes to effective management of individual and teams in order to achieve improved level of individual and organizational performance development. So in this performance management, it is a process, it is a continuous process. It is not a single one-time process, but it is a continuous process where an individual, they can develop their individual performance or a team performance. So they can, it is a process of learning and developing individual skill and the team skill. So if an individual develops their skills and knowledge, then their contribution towards the work, their contribution towards the objective of the organization will improve, so that they can professionally develop and individually they can develop. Next is performance management is about establishing a culture where individual and teams take responsibility for continuous improvement of service delivery and of their own skills, behavior, and contribution. So, importance of PMS. PMS is performance management system. Provide a link between work plan for individual staff members and overall department and division goal. Help staff members understand their job responsibility and improve job performance. Recognize and reward staff member contribution and foster professional development and career growth. Increase productivity and correct problems required in the determination of merit increases. So why the PMS is installed in an organization, why PMS is evaluated or enacted in the organization, then you can able to provide a link between, or you can able to develop the working plan for each and every individual and for the team and for the department. So you will assign the work for each and every individual and also with the team or for a particular department. So you can help the staff members for their with their job responsibility, and you can develop or you can improve the job performance of an individual. You can once the performance is, once the level of performance is done by the individual, you can recognize the performance and you can reward the staff member for their contribution towards the organizational goal. It also helps the individual for their professional and personal growth. And with the PMS, if you initiate as a HR of the organization, if you initiate PMS in your organization, it will increase the productivity because everything will goes with a plan. So it will, if you initiate some plan in working in the work of the individual or in the work of the department or in the work of a team means, then it will increases the productivity, and if there is any corrections is needed, then you can correct the problems then and there. You can address the problems immediately. Next is required in determination of merit increases. So once the performance, once the productivity is increased and you have taken the corrective measures means, then it will also increases the merit. It will also increases the merit of the organization and also with the individuals. How to design a PMS? First is you have to plan. You have to plan the work for individuals and also not only for individual but also for each teams, each departments. You have to plan the work. Then once the work is planned, then as a supervisor or boss or head of the department, they have to monitor their plan, whether the work is going according to the plan, the work progress is taken according with the plan or not, and if there is any information or if there is any data is needed, if there is any need in the department or team, then the supervisor have to address the need. So first is, as a supervisor or as a head of the team, you have to plan the work. So what is the work? What is the work for the day? What is the work for the month? What is the target for the month, or what is the target for the quarter? So you have to plan. Once the plan is done, then monitor should be a continuous monitor should be taken for the plan, whether the plan, whether the work is going according to the plan. Next is development. The supervisor should be able to determine from continuous monitoring whether the employees need additional development to achieve their assigned responsibility. So developing, once a planning is done and supervisor or the head of the department is continuously monitoring the work means, and then development, whether any development is needed for the work. Obviously, you need some development. So for to achieve some goal or to achieve some objective, um, automatically or ultimately some additional data or some additional information or additional responsibility will be additional responsibility is needed to achieve some work. So as it is the responsibility of the head of the department or immediate boss or supervisor to provide the additional information which is required by the team or which is required by the individual. Next is rating. Rating: the supervisor will use the knowledge gained from monitoring the employee's performance during the appraisal period to compare that performance against the employee's element and standard and assign a rating of record. So once the plan is done and monitoring is done, developing is done, the supervisor will get some idea. They will get some idea whether the plan, whether the work is going according to the plan, whether the employees are working for that, whether the employees are working to achieve the target, what is the performance of the individual, what is the performance of the team, whether they are whether the team is performing towards the towards achieving the goal, and what is the rate of performance of the team. So whether they are contributing 70% to the target or 90% to 90% of contribution towards achieving the target, the supervisor will get some idea. So according to the performance of the team or according to the performance of the individual, they will be evaluating the, the supervisor will rate the individual and team, will rate the individual performance and the team performance. So as a head of the department, they will be having some standard performance. So to achieve some goal, they will be having some standard performance. If they will check whether the team is achieving this standard performance or not. So if the team is working towards achieving the standard performance means every organization or every head of the department, they need their team to be performed at least 95% towards achieving the goal. So whether they will, the head of the team, they will evaluate whether whether their team is achieving, performing towards the goal, or whether the team is achieving this standard performance or not. So they, according to the performance of the team or performance of the individual, they will give some ratings. Next is rewards. Reward is a remuneration that is paid or recognition is given for the work contributed by the employees or the team. So whatever the performance the teams or the individual is giving, according to their performance, this reward system will be given.